Welcome, dear one. Welcome to a bedtime fable for adults called The Island of Stillness, where David learns true peace comes not from controlling the storm, but from staying centered within it. You've arrived at the end of your day, and now there is nothing left to do, nowhere you need to be, no thoughts to chase, no roles to play, just this moment, this breath, this gentle letting go before the story begins. Let yourself begin to settle. Feel the surface beneath you, supporting your body fully, and give yourself permission to release the weight of the day. You've carried it long enough. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw soften, your hands loosen, and with each slow, soothing breath, you can begin to feel your body drifting down and down into stillness, into calm, into deep, quiet peace. The world outside can wait. For now, this time is just for you. In a few moments, a story will begin. A gentle journey to carry you far from the noise of the day into a world of wonder, reflection, and healing rest. And with every word, every pause, you may find yourself relaxing more and more, thoughts slowing, breath deepening. So allow yourself to sink like a pebble dropping into still water as the ripples fade and the mind begins to settle. You are safe here, held, soothed, and free to drift. Take a moment to gently settle in. Let your body soften like leaves falling into still water, and take a deep breath in and out. Let the day begin to melt away as you prepare to step into another world, a world where meaning lives in the wind and peace grows like moss on ancient stone. And now, let the story begin. Let it carry you gently to the island of stillness, where quiet wisdom waits and true peace is just a breath away. And it begins in the middle of a storm. Long ago, there was a kingdom on the edge of the world, where winds howled day and night, and the sky was rarely still. They called it the Kingdom of Virel, a place where nothing rested, where ambition never slept, and silence was a stranger. In this kingdom lived a man named David, a scholar, a seeker, a storm chaser in his soul. He had traveled far and wide in search of wisdom, but lately all he had found was noise. David's mind had grown crowded, like a market square at midday, thoughts shouting over each other, emotions rising like waves. He studied philosophy, practiced meditation, recited ancient mantras, but his mind kept moving. Even in sleep he wandered, restless, untethered. And so one night, under a moon veiled in cloud, David visited the oracle of Virel. She lived on a cliff's edge, wrapped in mist and time. She looked at David without speaking and finally whispered, "What you seek cannot be found in motion. It waits in the center of stillness." Then she placed a small stone in his hand, smooth, warm, humming with a quiet energy. On it, a single symbol, a circle within a circle. "Sail east," she said, "until the sea becomes silent." And so, David left behind the rumbling city, boarded a small vessel made of ashwood and sailcloth, and set out into the great blue. For days he sailed, the winds fierce, the waves endless. Storms came and went, but David kept going, gripping the oracle's stone, listening for silence. The sea mirrored his mind, turbulent, unpredictable. One night, as the waves towered over his boat, David cried out, "Where is the stillness you speak of?" The sea offered no answer, only wind and rain. And yet, the next morning, the storm was gone. Utter silence, the kind that wraps itself around your ears like velvet. David opened his eyes to find a strange sight, an island. It hadn't been there before. A ring of stone rising out of the ocean, wrapped in soft mist, dotted with silver trees and birds whose songs sounded like memory. The Island of Stillness. David stepped onto the shore and felt something shift inside him, as if his thoughts had paused mid-sentence. There was no wind, no sound, but the gentle lap of water and his own breath. As he wandered deeper into the island, he came upon a forest unlike any he had seen. Each tree bore leaves of a different hue, some silver, some blue, some deep violet. And when he touched them, he saw visions, memories, moments from his life, regrets, triumphs. Times he spoke when silence was wiser. Times he was silent when words could have healed. The forest was alive with his inner world. He sat beneath a silver tree, closed his eyes, and listened. And in that stillness came a voice, his own voice, but clearer, deeper, calmer. You've been chasing wisdom like wind, but wisdom lives in the pause between thoughts. Days passed, or was it hours? Time on the island flowed differently. David began to feel peace settle into his bones, not the peace of having answers, but the peace of no longer needing them. But the island was not done with him yet. One morning, the sky darkened, clouds swirled, and wind returned. The trees trembled, and a storm rose once more. David stood at the center of the island, holding the stone from the oracle. "Why now?" he asked. "I found the stillness." And a voice within him replied, "Stillness is not the absence of storms. It is the I within them." As the storm raged around him, David did not run. He did not brace himself. He stood, rooted like the trees, centered like the stone, and breathed. And slowly, the storm passed through him. And when it was gone, the island was brighter. The trees shimmered with new light. David had not changed the storm, but he had changed within it. When David returned to his boat, the sea welcomed him with silence once more. As he sailed back to the kingdom of Virel, he no longer searched the horizon for peace. He carried it within him. He spoke little, but his presence brought calm. People came to him, not for answers, but for the space he held, a space of stillness. And in time, others began to seek their own island, not in distant waters, but within. And now, as you listen, as you drift, perhaps you've also found your own island, that quiet space between one breath and the next, where thoughts grow slow and the heart grows still, where you don't have to chase peace because it's already here, just beneath the surface of your awareness, waiting in the hush of this moment. Like David, you can return to it anytime the world grows loud. And maybe now, as your body relaxes and your mind softens, you're beginning to feel that deep truth settle in. True peace isn't about taming the storm. It's about finding stillness within it. And that stillness is yours. So let go now and let sleep come. Like the tide, gentle and sure, as you float on still waters in your own island of stillness. And now, as the story draws to a close, you may notice something subtle and quiet. A stillness, not just in the air around you, but in you. A calm, effortless rhythm, soft as the breath in your lungs, steady as the beat of your heart, like gentle waves brushing the shores of your awareness. And with each wave, you drift a little deeper. The island of stillness, though the story has ended, has not left you, because that stillness, that quiet, knowing, calm, was never just a place. It was always something within you. You don't need to travel far to find peace, because it's already here, resting just beneath the surface of your thoughts, waiting in the silence between each breath. And as you lie here now, so safe, so calm, so deeply relaxed, you may begin to feel that your body is heavier and lighter all at once. Heavier, as if sinking gently into the bed, supported, grounded, completely at ease, and lighter, as if your mind is floating, weightless, free from the burdens of the day, free from pressure, from proving, from doing, simply being. You've done enough. You've given enough. You are enough. Let these words settle into you like seeds falling gently into rich soil. Let them take root slowly and softly. You are safe. You are whole. You are deeply loved, just as you are. Even when the winds of life return, even when the world feels loud, you'll remember this place, this stillness inside of you, the eye of the storm, the quiet center where clarity lives, where strength begins, where peace is never far away. And now, as your breath slows, as your muscles melt, as the last fragments of thought dissolve into dream, you can allow yourself to drift deeply, comfortably, into a night of deep, restorative sleep, sleep that heals, sleep that restores, sleep that clears the fog and opens your heart to a new, peaceful tomorrow. Each breath taking you further down, softly, safely, sweetly, into the warm embrace of rest. No need to hold on. No need to stay awake. Sleep will come for you now, like the tide returning to shore. Natural, inevitable, soothing. You are resting in the arms of stillness, where nothing is asked of you, and everything is okay, just as it is. And as you drift, you may feel the gentle smile rising somewhere deep within, because something inside you remembers peace lives here. You live here in this sacred, silent space within. Let go now. Float on that calm sea of silence and sink into deep, effortless healing. Sleep, 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 sleep now, and drift, drift, drift. Good night, and may the stillness carry you all the way home to deep sleep. Good night.